Hi there everyone, what's happening? I have a very exciting chess game to show you by Raul Capablanca once again. So in this chess game, Capablanca had the white pieces and his opponent was Jakob Rosenthal. Even though he doesn't have any pictures, he was actually quite a successful chess player, an American chess master. So he won the Manhattan Chess Club Chess Championship in 1911, and he also won New York State Chess Championship in 1912. Okay, let's see what happened in this chess game. This was a rapid chess game, which is interesting for that time, which happened in 1909 in New York, United States. So this is an extremely beautiful chess game by Capablanca. So we have e4, e5, knight to f3, and this is the Spanish game, Ruy Lopez, and this is the Berlin defense, knight to f6. Still one of the most played moves. So castling, bishop to e7, d3, d6, rook over, and castling, developing the pieces and pinning the knight. So c3, king to h8, and then knight to f1. Relocating the knight, so Capablanca wants his knight on g3. So black played knight to h5. Also, maybe if knight to g3, knight takes knight is possible. But then Capablanca played h3, asking a question to the bishop. And this bishop was very annoying as it was pinning the knight. And black played a bad move. He played bishop takes knight. Well, he should have considered defending the bishop, but he's just basically giving up the bishop. And there is no meaning behind of this move. Why giving up the bishop just like that? So this is attacking the knight. Usually bishops are valuable pieces. You need to have a good reason when you are giving up the bishop just like that. So defending the knight, and then a very aggressive, ambitious looking move by Capablanca. He played g4. So expanding from the king side, pushing the pawn in front of the king. So we have a6, so chasing the bishop, and then d5, charging to the center. But then knight to g3 by Capablanca, developing the knight, and Capablanca is looking at f5. So if knight can stay on f5, that's going to be a perfect parking spot for the knight. And you might say, what happens if pushing the pawn g6 and defending like that? But then the bishop is going to be a very annoying piece on h6, and it is going to weaken the dark squares. So this is why black is not pushing the pawn. D takes, and Capablanca didn't capture it with the knight. He captured with the pawn, and looking at this spot, f5 with his knight. He wants his knight on f5, and this knight is going to be an octopus knight. So queen over, and then knight to f5, and this is a beautiful spot for the knight. So Capablanca can potentially also capture the bishop. The knight is defending the bishop, but it is going to give white basically the bishop here. So black is defending his final bishop to c5, but after this move, white has an incredible tactic. Can you see it? It is white to move, and Capablanca played a very beautiful move. What would you do in this position? It is not so obvious actually. So if I give you a few seconds, can you guess the next move of Capablanca? Basically, white is almost winning by force, and Capablanca played boom, knight takes on g7. So if not capturing the knight, basically white is going to have extra material. So king takes knight, and what was the idea of Capablanca? Did you see the follow-up? So if you see knight takes on g7, you also see the follow-up. So that was the reason. Capablanca played bishop to h6, boom goes the dynamite. We have king to g6. If king takes bishop, actually the most obvious move, then the price is going to be very heavy for black. Checkmate, a rampage attack by Capablanca, double piece sacrifice, and then checkmating the king. But what happens if king goes back? Well, this is forced checkmate, of course, very obvious. And if king to g8, queen takes knight, and the mate is going to follow very soon. So, okay, knight takes on g7. Look at this move, amazing. So king takes bishop to h6, attempting to sacrifice the bishop as well, but black is holding, fighting for his dear life, and he played king to g6, both defending the checkmate idea and also defending the knight. But Capablanca played another very strong move. Can you see that? He played g5. The idea of g5 is defending the bishop, and he's looking at f5. So we have knight to h5. The worst move, but nothing works actually. Incredibly, nothing works. If defending the knight, let's say going back, then we have this incredible but very simple forced checkmate. So check, queen takes, pawn takes, king to h5, bishop to d1, king to h4, check, only move, and these are the only moves, and there is no defense against rook to h1, checkmate. So in this position we have knight to h5, but unfortunately this is blocking king's escape route, although there was no escape, of course. Capablanca played queen to f5, check, and Mr. Rosenthal captured the queen, only to see this incredible checkmate, capturing the queen and checkmating the king with the pawn. What a game by Capablanca. Capablanca's chess games are like chocolate cakes. You can stop eating them, you can stop watching them, as they are so instructive, simple, easy to understand, and elegant at the same time. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Take care and bye bye.